So we're getting back to Persona after a couple of nights playing Unity. I'd really like to finish Sai's Palace if I can. I know there's going to be quite a bit of story segment, so I don't know if we're going to be able to. But I'm feeling like it's about time to close the loop. Yeah, it's a Reaper Bean. So... Okay. Keeping your diary up to date, huh? I wish there was something we could do about your criminal record. Uh-huh. That's right, we need to send the calling card. Were we going to hang out with Haru? Is that why we were here? How are you tonight, Signal? Haru and the doc.
Hey!
We'll need to assemble that. Oh, let's meet up with the others. Yeah, no kidding.
Oh, yeah. All we gotta do now is send the calling card. So, when do you want to send it? The earlier the better, right?
No. In my opinion, we should wait until right before the time limit.
Ain't no holla back, girl.
Ready?
Sai-san is a realist.
Congratulations, Rocket. Good evening, Fix. Got to hang out with a friend I don't get to see off. It's nice to see friends that you don't really get to see. It's particularly nice when you have a friendship where you haven't interacted in years, and when you do, it's like you never spent any time apart. Yeah, soon. All right, so what were they saying? May I ask your reason? Yeah, I don't want to wait until just before the time limit.
Even if she believes the Phantom Thieves exist, do you think she knows how they steal hearts? Furthermore, there is a chance she expects that she herself will be targeted.
So because her heart is ready for any possibility, the calling card might not have enough effect?
I only say that theoretically, but I believe so. Hence, it would be prudent for us to wait until we are driven into a corner to act. If we do so with no time to spare, I assume even Sai-san would have to be somewhat agitated.
Yeah? Well, you're getting me anyway, Fix. Deal with it. Yeah.
Ensuring the treasure actually appears. That sounds quite logical. Impressive, Akechi-kun. Though, it is a bit vexing that you know more about my sister than I do.
That's only because of my work as a detective. Well then, if our time limit is November 20th, and we act the day after sending the calling card...
Excuse me, Akechi, I believe this is my show to run, not yours.
Shall we send it out on the 18th?
No.
We should prepare as much as we can before then.
No.
Well, I can't complain about having more time. Make sure you're ready, everyone.
Send the calling card.
You'd like to wait on the calling card until the 18th, correct?
No.
Sai-san will come to recognize the danger most effectively if she believes she has already won.
In that case, let's keep prepping until then.
No, I don't wanna. Oh. So I have to send it on the 19th?
Listen up.
Okay. Very well.
Listen up.
No, I remember the gamer. I had forgotten about the homeless assassin. Like, of course, now that they mention him, I remember, but...
Listen up.
This intel is on the human incarnation of greed who borrows money and runs off with it. He's changed his name and even had surgery to change his face. Not even the police can catch him. Well, just send John Travolta in. He'll take...
I'm on board. Listen up. That's...
Very well.
nice. Yep.
Yes. Let us go.
It has been a while since we've been to Mementos. I think we're going to have two new wings show up. I love that Star Trek teleporter noise. And that's plummeted lately. Okay. Alright, let's see what we got. Alright, wait, all 4 targets are here? Dang. I guess we might as well start at the beginning and work our way down. We're missing some stamps, too. Proceeding area. Wait. I made a mistake. Let's go to the end area of this one so that we can go into the next one and work our way completely through. But we do have Ryuji's perk now, which allows us to run over weaker targets. So anyway, how's the start of everyone's week been? Better than the last few days for some of you, I hope. So awesome. Love it. No, I've had it for a while. But this is the first trip to Mementos since I've had it. So do I have to run into them, or is it just random?
Hold out the advantage.
Do it.
All out attack.
Okay.
Okay.
That was an easy battle.
Oh, let's stay up. Okay, thank you. That is so awesome. I love it.
Joker, there's a chest.
Shut up, Akechi. No one cares.
Is that a rare one? This is your chance. Hit him where it hurts. Ooh, Joker. You're looking cool.
Well, my problem is I don't want to waste an ambush opportunity by dry humping enemies with a van when I'm not going to get it.
Well, on to the next trial.
Okay, let's move on. A new skill.
Gun
Now I
boost.
can fight harder.
I do have one gun skill, but I rarely use it. I really don't want to get rid of any of these. Bye, gun boost.
All right. We had room to spare.
There's the platform.
Next floor, please. We never did visit the last floor of this area because I did this grinding off stream. This is when I was trying to get the perma-pick or whatever the crap it's called. What a time saver. I love it.
I don't think you can grow vegetables in this darkness.
Who would want to try, Haru?
And then Fox could eat them. Okay, there.
I probably ought to explore these areas more further. More further? More further. I probably need to explore these areas more because I am missing a stamp on this area. Oh. Futaga's memento scan ability has identified everything on this floor. How nice. There's our target, and there's no stamp here. Alright, which one's this?
Then.
Yeah. There it is, Akitsu's shadow. It looks a little anxious. I hear he's been repeatedly changing his name and face with plastic surgery to escape debt. The police will never catch him, so it's up to us.
Yeah.
Let's go. Phantom thieves, huh? Since we're both always on the run, I can give you pointers on hiding.
Huh?
Hey, we'd never accept any help from a guy as bad as you. You'd better return all the money you stole. Shut up! Why would I? Banks are always taking money from people unfairly. I'm stealing back from the people who stole first. I'm doing what's right. I'm carrying out justice. I disagree. You've been running away, always hiding behind a new name and face.
How stupid.
You guys hide your identities too. You know what? That makes all of you hypocrites. I'm gonna take off those masks and see who you guys really are. Let's do this. Okay. I live true to my desires. Yeah, blah, blah, blah.
Let's go.
Let's not use our AoE.
Hekomata.
No. Makoto covers side.
Ravage them.
Persona!
Oh, Makoto's got friggin' nuke. She doesn't have Psy. I was thinking of Haru.
Prepare yourself!
Persona. My skills exceed yours.
He did not hit very hard. I think I'm a little late to this particular party.
Let's go. For both of us. Persona! I shall be your opponent.
Are you ready?
It's time to end this!
On guard! Settle down. You stand before our princess.
Not for long.
I am her sword. The pinnacle of beauty.
That'll do. No, I can't believe it. This whole time I haven't been carrying out justice? I guess you realized it. This whole time, I was a bad guy. So you were saying the Phantom Thieves were hypocrites? I was wrong to have said that. I've realized my own mistakes, thanks to all of you. I'm ashamed of myself. I've worked so hard to fool the world, living only for my own greed. I've changed my face and name many times, but for the first time, my heart has been changed. Bye-bye. Thermopylae. From now on, live your life with an open heart and nothing to hide. Ta-da! Let's keep going. Ah. Target is close. Yeah, I know. Gimme! Man, I spent like 5 hours in here. And the one time I was actually trying to go up, I got sucked downstairs without warning. That was unpleasant.
We reached the...
Wait. Okay, yeah, I got it already. Just making sure. Oh, the last stamp's probably in the last area where I run into that guy.
Then, I'll send you the results.
Alright. Perfect. Wait, what did it mean, stock full? Am I getting personas out of this? No, I don't want to pick up these personas. Alright. No, I was taught not to drop personas, to fuse them instead. We'll head back to the, we'll head back to the Velvet Room once we get to the next rest area. Because I'm just going to get more and have to keep doing it over and over again. Wait, no. There's a target on this floor.
Before now. People can find new potential in unexpected places, I suppose. Then...
This dude looks just like the last one. There's a cheater, the Najima Shadow. He looks so pathetic. He's cheating in a video game, right?
Yeah.
He's a cheater. It's not something an adult should be doing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there are reasons. It's useless. In the Gunabout world, no one can defeat me. Cheating? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, that's true. The winners are the ones who are right. It's the winners who decide what justice is. And what greater winner is there than me? I'm the god of the Gunabout world. Okay, yeah, blah, blah, blah. No one can wound me, huh? I suppose it would be foolish to try to use guns against him.
I'm strong. I'm the most powerful.
Oh, I didn't realize you were from the bayou.
Hey, no matter what you throw my way, you won't put a scratch on me.
Yep.
Persona. I lend it. Not bad.
Fox, you gotta aim! Persona!
Huh.
Guess that's useless.
Huh.
Nullified?
Yeah. Huh.
Never mind. Persona! Nakomata! You're mine.
Joker, you missed?
How am I supposed to do anything to him?
You gotta aim! I'll use my persona! How's this? Come on, Queen! The opponent is strong. Don't do anything reckless.
Everywhere.
You gotta watch them! Fox got knocked down! Come on, stay together!
It's time. Don't rush it.
No, I'm gonna let...
Joker, you missed?
How undignified.
What, is this friggin' War Games? The only winning move is not to play?
Okay,
Much thanks. I'm grateful.
go! Power up!
I told you it's useless. There's no way you can win against me.
Look at him, acting all smug because of his cheats. We can't do anything to him at this rate, though. Let's retreat for now and rethink our approach.
What? What the heck was that? Our attacks did nothing to him. Yes, unfortunately, it appears we do not even have a chance of victory. Yo, Morgana, ain't there anything we can do? I'm not sure. As I've already mentioned, the metaverse is a place where people's cognitions materialize. Oh, so he thinks he's untouchable, therefore he is. Even I can't predict what will happen in here. If only we could figure out what his ability is. He evades all incoming damage.
Right.
That's exactly right. So we'll need to figure out a way to break through his cheat. That's fine, but let's do it somewhere else. It's not exactly what I'd like to call safe here. We should talk more where there aren't shadows.
Well,
We can make it our homework then. Let us think more on this topic after we return to reality. Okay.
I'm very sorry.
I hope it doesn't add too much more work to your plate.
guess we gotta do
Homework? I guess that works. Anyways, let's get going. How unexpected. Yeah. Let's go ahead and save here real quick, just in case. Always be saving. I'm like plowing people over in the car and watch me suddenly run into someone who wipes the floor with me and I lose hours of progress.
Could it be?
Yeah.
Here the search was...
Good job, On. That's an interesting problem. I don't know how we're going to deal with that problem. Oh, I know what we're going to do. We're probably going to have to cheat against him so that he realizes he's not completely invulnerable.
This is what I saw.
The king? I don't think so.
Then
Wow, it's the Shadow. That's the mom of that shogi player Hifumi, right? She's using her just like a pawn, from what I hear. That's her own daughter. What's wrong with her? I don't know much about shogi, but I do know she's a bad person. It's as you say, Lady An. Let's get her. I saw a scene where you tried to play against him.
Unbelievable.
Hifumi is my daughter. I am Hifumi's mother. I gave birth to her. I raised her. My child should be devoted to serving me. I can finally be happy once Hifumi becomes a famous shogi player. Hifumi isn't yours to use. She thinks she rose on rank on her own skill, but most of those matches were fixed. I'm the one who's been building Hifumi's commercial value. If I didn't get rid of all her rivals, she wouldn't be where she is now. I enlisted private investigators and even criminals to find their weaknesses and destroy them. I paid off anyone who might have complained or spoken out. Oh, and I even sold stories to those weekly magazines. Heroines and tragedies go hand in hand. One more step and my vision for Hifumi will be realized. I'm so close to victory. I won't let anyone get in the way. Dang, woman. You got problems. It was worth a shot. Generally, if it flies, it's vulnerable to gunfire.
How undignified.
Yes, it is.
Stop moving.
you gotta aim.
Persona!
I should have used Bless on her.
Very clever. Persona!
No worries, Joker can handle it. No one insta-kill.
Go down!
Ooh, Joker, you're looking cool.
Let's go!
All out attack. Here it comes. We can end this quickly.
Oh, is this the new one? Oh no, this is the wrestling one.
Let's go. Pardon me. Okay. Ready for pain? Save room for Let's end this. Okay. Here it comes. Show's over. Maybe we overdid it.
Who cares if Akechi levels up? I was always a loser. Even if it was just once, I wanted to taste success. I could never win on my own. I had to use Hifumi. I had to. What you're doing... What about Hifumi's happiness? I never meant to make Hifumi unhappy. Never. But when she won that grade school competition, she started being called a genius girl, and I could never get that out of my head. I turned out to be such a horrible mother. I'm sorry, Hifumi. I'm sorry. Upstaging the stage mother. I love it. No, we're not heading back.
This is amazing.
But first, we are going to heal some people. Thank you, Morgana. Now be a van. No, we're not going to the area right before. Okay. Good. Very happy to have not... Oh, Anubis leveled up while I fought Anubis.
Now I'm even more charming.
Decreases accuracy evasion for all foes for 3 turns. Stop it! There we go. Media Rahan. Fully restores HP to all allies. Holy cow. I would think that would cost more than 30 SP, but... Alright.
Here are the search results.
Thank you, Futaba. Nah, I'm not going for the treasure chest. I've been in this area for a long time anyway. I was a little disappointed that I couldn't sell the loot from here that I already had 99 of.
We've reached the platform.
Oh. Oh!
All right.
I forgot I could do that from the entrance.
Do you need something?
Pursue rehabilitation with all your body and soul.
This is calm down. Registration. Are you certain?
Wait, I never captured an
There
Anzu?
is an alarm. Prepare for the unchoose wisely.
Alright. Let's do... Anubis. Wait, which are the ones I really should? Okay. This looks like I already did a bunch of merging with these guys. Oh, this is a new one. And my Anubis has... Okay, yeah, Anubis needs to be fused.
Is this something you need? Choose which skills to inherit.
Healing skills... Let's do electric bloodline, and you have no electric stuff. Fine. I'm not too impressed with this one.
This should confer some small... Well, well.
Yeah, sure, go ahead. Survival trick and climate decorum. Light physical, medium chance of fear. Climate decorum's gonna go away for that. Sharp student. So I can't merge again.
Done. Finished already?
But I'm gonna wind up getting rid of that one later. One more target to go here, and then we can move on to the next area. We're not heading back. No map this time, Futaba? You let me down, girl.
Hey, that's a treasure chest.
Is there a way to sell the sooty armor? I've never used it. I'm not exactly like hurting for money or anything, but I think there's a way to sell that stuff, and I don't know what it is.
The platform.
Where? Oh, it's in Kichijoji. Okay, cool. Jose is here. Oh, I got Lammy off of him instead. That's nice.
Oh!
There's a treasure.
Okay.
Did I doze off?
You gotta have nerves of steel to sleep in here.
Mementos isn't that bad. Especially not now.
Whoa, badass!
Mundo. This is awesome. I've never loved being in Mementos more. Crystal of
Hey,
Greed.
mister.
Alright.
Good.
It teaches me more about humans. Alright. We've only got 7 stamps. That's already maxed out. And I don't have enough for more experience. So, okay. I thought there was another target here.
Shadow.
Oh!
I can't believe they're making me wait to do the Psy Palace thing. Oh well, I guess I'm in the reins of the storyline right now.
Now's our chance! Beat him up! I'll use my persona!
No.
One down! Slow him down! Use this opportunity! Okay! Let's transfer your power even higher!
Go down!
Dang, man.
Now, let's continue!
Who needs an all-out attack when you can just straight up delete them?
Okay.
Leave the noobs and let's go.
Whoa, there it is. Kiritani's shadow. I get chills just looking at him. He's an ex-mercenary who is now a professional assassin. He's no ordinary person.
Yes.
Even if the police can't handle him, then it's up to us to take care of him. Let's approach him with caution. There's the last stamp. You're here! I bet that idiot from earlier put in a request to you. Sorry, but I don't plan on going away. You kids playing hero should go home to your mommies. Good evening, Ellie. How are you? Yeah, I don't think Perm's very happy either. I think he was complaining earlier that it started snowing up there today. No. I'm sorry you're cold, Ellie. We can't just let someone like you go... We can't just let someone dangerous like you going around killing people. You guys are more dangerous from my point of view. Look, as a mercenary, I've seen a lot of torture. And torture is all about killing the heart and soul. You've been destroying the parts you don't like in people's character. To me, that's easy. That's evil.
What?
Evil? Don't be ridiculous. We're doing our best to do what's right. It's my policy to only kill on the job, but I'll destroy you if you're gonna get in my way. Evening, Kinder. Whoa, that looks cool. It's actually going to be getting cold down here in well, cold by Florida standards, in a couple of days. Don't worry, I'll finish you off. And after that, I'm going to kill off daytime me too. Okay.
Screw you.
This is my other self.
You have to think before you act.
Okay.
Nakomata! There!
Persona!
Oh, nice.
Take this!
Oh, you're wearing the jacket indoors, huh? It's really cold.
Persona! Take this! My skills exceed yours. Let's go.
He called me clown shoes?
Ravage them!
You don't have a weakness, do you?
Don't do
Lightning,
anything
wind, or
reckless.
curse? Oh, I should have healed with her.
Chase my wrath! Get out! Persona! Go down!
Super! You missed? Persona!
Thank you. I'm grateful.
Here it comes. Screw you.
What separates us? Persona. Not that.
We haven't tried fire or lightning,
Don't do
right?
anything reckless.
Well, we tried lightning, but we missed. Whatever. Just physical and to death.
Oh, right, Queen!
Now that I've wasted a crap ton of Joker's SP, let's just beat him to death. What? Mr. Slick. We've got a new doodle. I don't... What is he, a private detective? Wait, listen to what I've got to say. The people I kill are all criminals. They escape the law, and people can't touch them. I'm just like you phantom thieves. I'm working to rid of evil of the world, so let me go. You're not the same as us. Sorry, but we're not the same. The phantom thieves would never murder people. No, help me. I don't want to disappear.
Don't be ridiculous!
How can you say that after you murdered so many people? You better accept that you lost already. Prepare yourself. Fine. Do what you want. Remember, though, evil that ought to be erased will just keep popping up after I'm gone. We'll destroy evil in a way that's different from yours. You can disappear without worry. I think that's the first one that we've dealt with who wasn't actually apologetic afterwards. You want me on that wall. Next! Oh, it's open. We can now expand the range of our exploration. Then let's get going. The path of Ediyeshachi, whatever it is. Oh yeah, looks like we made it to some kind of new area. Wow, this place is a lot bigger than what I'd heard. I expect the shadows here will be strong too. Be careful.
Here are the search results.
Thank you. Oh, nice. Hopefully the people who run it don't take the money and run, but that sounds cool. And there's nothing. Oh, that's hilarious.
So fun!
But if you can't make the clopping noise with it, it'd be really disappointing.
Shadow identified. Awaiting Joker's order.
My order is to run it over, Makoto. So awesome.
A lot of it.
Oh!
You know, the next time I run into a rest area, I'm gonna save, and then I'm gonna summon the Reaper again. I want to just,
We've
you
reached
know,
the platform.
try him
We ought to be
again.
able to descend from here.
I'm expecting it still won't be pretty, and I'll have to run, but I just want to get a comparative look at power level.
Oh, mister! Oh, mister! Hey! Can I ask you something?
The distortion inside that crystal is still linked to distortion somewhere else.
Oh!
I was able to go to a new area, so I went around and picked up some stuff. Okay. What you got? Well, I know the last time I fought him, I was barely doing any damage to him whatsoever. Like, single-digit damage. So, I'm not expecting it's going to be much better now, but I just kind of look and see, you know. How many floors down does this place go? I don't know that. The only thing I can say is the sheer scale of this place is astronomical. Well, yeah, but come on. We all know that already. Well, Haru doesn't. Thanks for making her feel bad. Oh, Mona. You're always trying to act cool in front of Noir. That's not true. I just wanted to make sure she knew. Hee hee hee.
I'll send you the results.
Thank you. No thanks. Are you okay? It's a shame that when you get into New Game Plus that your confidant levels reset. It'd be nice in New Game Plus to have this ability from the beginning. It makes Mementos so much faster. Alright, there was a stamp on the floor. Yeah. Muting that. Okay. Sorry for the team's ping. The more I think about it, the more that I like it kind of auto-captures personas for you. Because that way it doesn't rob you of the chance in case you wanted to actually capture a persona and you can't get the car to stop running people over.
There's a treasure chest. Come.
Weren't there 3 shadows in this room? Why is it empty all of a sudden?
I will contribute even more.
Revives one fallen out. That's a great thing for him to have. I might get rid of his curse insta-kill with it. I don't like insta-kill abilities. I feel like they rarely, if ever, work. So they're like something that I just don't use because it feels like a wasted turn. I'd rather do some damage than have a medium chance of doing no damage. I'm doing it. Probably not the right call, but since when do I ever make the right calls around here?
I leveled up.
Whoa, a new move!
The platform.
Alright, there's the platform
That takes
down.
care
I had a feeling I had gone the wrong way from the start. Let's switch to It gives the experience to whatever persona you have equipped at the time, so I wanted to switch it to a lower level persona.
Whatever.
Combat
Baldy,
makes for
pass
some
me a
potent
sensor
stress
beam.
relief.
What, are you think I'm just giving these away?
Alright.
Because I'm not.
Stinky soccer birthday cake. That's a very potent sock. Ugh. At least these beans aren't rock hard like the last set. Although admittedly I was holding on to that set for like a year and a half. Yeah.
Okay.
I should write something.
I'm thinking of leaving Mementos after this. We don't have any targets to go after. There's nothing for me to grind. So it feels like just staying here after this point would just be for grindiness' sake. I'd rather get something more accomplished on stream. Oh.
Whoa, this area's pitch black. Watch your step, Joker.
All right. So as I understand it, to summon the Reaper, all I have to do is just sit still for 2 minutes.
Gunfire is our best shot. Let's not send our queen. They're in disarray. All out attack.
I understand. Good luck, Rocket.
You did it, Fox.
5 minutes.
They're done for.
The finale. Okay.
That was fast.
Then I'm going to take an
Getting
AFK
sleepy with
now.
Nothing to do.
I'll be back in a few minutes. In the meantime, enjoy these clips and we'll keep on going. Well.
Persona.
The opponent is strong. Don't do anything.
We've tried a few things. And we're still not doing a ton of damage.
We'll crush them. Ready when you are, Fox.
Yeah, let's do that.
And now for a show. I'm starving.
Allow me.
Oh,
Some
yeah!
sauce, a touch of red. Bon appetit.
Oh, man, just what I want. Get out of my face! Chew on this! Impressive, right? Holy crap, this is
Holy crap, he's got a lot of
We're
health.
hungry.
That... Okay,
Persona!
The opponent is
we've
strong.
tried physical,
Don't do anything reckless.
tried ice. Oh, I thought that was... I didn't realize that was catchy.
Go down!
Fox got taken out. Medic! Bro's down. We need backup here. Queen's on the ground. You can't fail now.
Do not worry about the afterlife, Hyperion customer. Hell is reserved exclusively for pedophiles and people who buy Jacob's munitions.
Escape!
Too slow.
We're breaking through them. Follow Joker's lead.
The likelihood of you dying violently within the next 5 minutes is 87.61%.
Time to go! Yikes. We're still not even close to being able to handle that.
All right.
Jeez.
Do you need something?
Pursue rehabilitation with all your body and
You're
soul.
stopping?
Justine, this one's off.
Register. You wish to register it to the compendium? Finished already?
Every time,
What?
man.
One of my favorites. This is an alarm fusion.
Alright, so let's do... Oh, Shiva would be
Excessive
cool.
power will only bring about ruin.
Psycho Force? Oh, I wish I could fuse her. Okay,
It is
Cerebus
neither
would be
remarkable
cool.
nor unremarkable. Choose which skills to inherit.
Tech, Fire, or Bless. Let's see what it wants me to inherit. Bless. This is going to be my Bless person. Holy cow. Not Light's Eye. There's going to be my Bless and Electric and Fire one.
Potent. Both of you to work.
Alright, what do you want to do to it? Oh, you want to change my Bless and Electric? Go for it. Okay. Yeah, I'll take that. Rebellion? No. High counter. Ooh. Put that in place in Megaton Raid. Heavy fire to all foes. That's a good one.
Done already? What? Done already? What? What do you want to do?
Whoops.
Ah, you're back.
What do we do about that cheater? Ain't we screwed if our attacks can't do anything? He is invincible at his game, so he's invincible in Mementos as well. Then how about we just beat him at that game of his? Oh, but he'll just cheat. How about we ask for help from a skilled player? Supposedly there's an insanely good player they call the King somewhere in the city. Oh ho ho. I've seen all over the forums about how he managed to beat this cheater himself with orthodox methods. For real? Where can we find him? I checked his account from the official server, but I couldn't pinpoint what arcade he goes to. Sorry. But if he's really that famous, won't it be easy to find him? That's true. Okay, we should gather intel on the King at the arcades around the city. There are only two that I know of, and only one that I actually know the location of.
Let's get them.
Alright, we're gonna call Kawakami over.
What?
Well, does it feel good? Master! Oh! See you later.
Always awkward. Always awkward. Alright, so we can head to Shibuya and check the arcade there. That doesn't matter. No, I don't want the angry gamer. Yes. No! Stop! Okay. Hey, we met before, haven't we? What makes us friends, right? You think you can lend me some... Whoa, whoa, whoa! You have taken some serious logical steps there, buddy. Hey, you can't just ask random people for money. Give it up already. You already spent all your money trying to beat Nijima. Fine. So what do you want? Do you know about King? King? Of course I know about him. You're talking about the king of Akihabara, right? He's just in elementary school, but he's a real pro at playing Gunabout. He has to be a cheater, too. I hear he usually plays at the Gigolo arcade in Akiba. He's actually real good at Gunabout. People can tell but from the way he moves. You might be able to find him during the day. Elementary kids can't get into arcades at night. Okay. The Gigolo arcade. I can think of so many better things to name an arcade. Hang out with Chihaya. Go to Akihabara or go to Kichijoji and sell some crap we don't need. Since I've been told that is where we can sell things.
Got lots of variety.
Where would I go to do that? Stationery, no. Secondhand clothes? You can sell city armor you own. Okay. Shop points, which can be traded for prizes.
Nice.
I've been here for 40 years, but I've never seen clothing that makes my heart chill. Alright, I'll buy it. Give you 10 points. You can trade them for a prize. Alright, I want to sell. Boy, I got quite a lot of these. Quite a lot of those. That'll get you 840 points. And now you've got 840 points. Oh, wait. Let me see the prizes. Oh. Well, that was good. So what I need... Stats. I need guts and kindness. So let's check the movie theater at Shibuya. Oh, that's for proficiency. Guts. Yeah, I could do the Big Bang Burger Challenge again. Let's do that. Take the challenge.
Yeah.
Way to set the
Thank
stage,
you very
Ellie.
much. Now then. Please come again.
Signal is being chided for
You know you
offering
can
me
do it.
advice on where I can sell my sooty armor. 3 points and guts. Come on. Crap.
Wanna head back? Hey!
Aha, we were able to grab a seat. Why don't you read something until we get there? Gallant rogue. The rich quaked in fear as the poor rejoiced.
Wow!
Ishikawa Goemon was a thief without peer. So he was a hero of the common people, huh?
Whoa!
You've still got time to read. Let's go a little further. Striking a pose of defiance with tobacco pipe in hand, he truly looked like a great thief.
Oh!
Yeah, that splendid spirit that pays no mind to the bad guys. He's a true example of a gentleman thief. That didn't lie. Come on, rank me up. Ah!
Good morning.
I was working late yesterday, so I'm tired today. No one cares, Akechi.
Speaking of which...
I trust you haven't forgotten about the deadline. I'm going to give it everything I have for your sakes as well. Also, once the Phantom Thieves finish this final job, I don't think I'll be seeing you privately like this anymore. Oh, what a shame that is. Oh, the advice to put the phone down and walk away. I see. My bad. I misread that. Really? Don't get me wrong. It was time well spent. A part of me is sad to see it end. But once you've disbanded, everyone's going to be busy looking for the culprit behind the psychotic breakdowns. Until that happens, though, let's continue to work together. Now then, I'll be going. I'm expecting Akechi as the traitor, and he's the new guy, but there's a reason the Phantom Thieves will continue operating past his little agreement.
That's disappointing.
I've been a teacher for 20 years now, but this has been the craziest year of my career. There were those incidents in April, and then the Phantom Thieves and the principal. Yes, as you young folk might say, the situation is indeed quite whack. Okay. Perhaps you're wondering why I use such hip terminology, huh? Hip? Good lord. Now then, Gilly-kun.
Ah, let's see how you're doing.
The word whack was originally part of a code used by ancient thieves. Can you tell me the meaning of the word whack in the Thieves' Cant? A share of stolen goods? Yeah, share of stolen goods.
This is it.
Oh, not
Correct.
bad.
You know a lot about this, do you? I dare say you must be pretty whack yourself. I haven't heard the word whack used in that meaning for so long. I'm joking, of course. Still, you must be quite diligent in your studies. Thieves of olden days might have worked in groups, but at the end of the day, they all expected to get their cut. Yeah, I was thinking the 90s too. If you wanted your part of a haul of riches your group stole, you would demand your whack, you see.
Nice going!
I figured it would be something completely unexpected. If today's youth are freely using Thieves' Cant to each other in broad daylight, then truly, we live in whack times indeed.
I see.
I've been listening to a lot of teenagers, but I'm not sure I've ever heard them say that. Shizzle my fizzle! Yeah, Rocket, blizzle dizzle! Still, he's trying so hard, it would be a shame to correct him. Shizzle my fizzle.
Hey!
That was great.
What would you like?
Like to borrow a book. Alright, what do we got? Woman in the dark. Efficiency, charm, guts. Hero with a bow. Oh yeah, let's read about Akechi's persona. That's a great idea. Ryuji on Futaba. We're going to Kichijoji. No, not Kichijoji. We're going to Akihabara. Oh. Why is Gamer King locked out? Why did I... Who's that kid? He's amazing. That's the king. Oh, I heard about him. He's just a little guy, huh? Must still be in grade school. He's dual wielding? Yeah, he's playing 2 opponents all by himself. And it's still too easy for him. Well, I guess that's that. What a monster. King may have some tips on how to defeat the cheater. Should negotiate with him.
What do you want?
Teach me some tricks. Nah, sounds like too much work. Don't take it personal. I turn everyone down. Later. There's an invincible player. Invincible, huh? You mean that guy who cheats, right? It makes me really mad when he does that.
I don't care.
I can still beat him, so I don't really care. Just forget about him. I won't let bad guys win.
Uh-huh.
You sound like the Phantom Thieves. So you're saying you want to beat the cheater? You seem like a nice guy, but just let it go. Phantom Thieves are really cool, aren't they? Are you a fan too? Have you ever met them? You know what this kid reminds me of? He reminds me of Cody from Phoenix Wright. I saw their first success. Oh, you mean Shujin Academy? Yeah, that was pretty awesome. Yes, it does. But, teaching you how to play Gunabout won't be easy, and I won't get anything out of it. Let's make a deal.
Oh.
Geez, you're really persistent. I'm just a grade schooler, you know. How about this? I want to get to know the Phantom Thieves. It's probably impossible, but if you can help me do that, then I'll teach you how to play. Well, what do you say? Is it a deal? Let's do it.
Huh?
Yeah, just like Niflheim. Whoa, seriously? Oh, speaking of Niflheim, my copy of Ragnarok is on the way. Well, if you really want to that much, then I thought for sure you were just going to give up. Wow, I didn't see this coming. But the Phantom Thieves hide their true identities, right? Are you sure I can get to know them? Yeah, exactly. I'll introduce you to them. Huh? You're gonna tell them my name? My name's Shinya Oda.
Hey!
Tell the Phantom Thieves my name and have them post it somewhere only they'd be able to access. That'll be good enough as an autograph and proof they know my name. Proof that you really know the Phantom Thieves, huh? We need something credible for this kid to believe us. Didn't Futaba say she hacked into Gunabout server or something? Let's discuss this with Futaba. She might have a good idea. Alright, let's go talk to Futaba. Oh my. Oh, Futaba's outside the coffee shop. Right.
All right.
You found the king? No surprise there. So, did he tell you how to take down that cheater?
No.
He's going to, on one condition. He wants us to introduce him to the Phantom Thieves. We can't just give ourselves away, though. That's where you come in. Maybe you can hack into the Gunabout server and do something? But we won't be able to get in touch with him that way. Leave evidence of your hacking. That'd be easy, but is he really going to believe that? Okay. I'll write a calling card saying that we're going to steal the Gunabout homepage. After that, you'll need to leave evidence that the Phantom Thieves hacked into it. The king will have no choice but to believe it was really us. Oh, this sounds like fun. I'll put our logo smack dab at the top of the front page. Perfect. We'll go see the king. Yeah, right? How do you... Oh, and we'll let you know before we talk to him, so wait for our word to start the hacking.
All right.
You can count on me. That was awkward. Probably gonna hang out with Futaba. Oh, so many good choices available. Gamer King's not available. Who's it, Kichi Joji? All right. Let's hang out with Futaba.
Hey.
Oh, I can't. Okay, let's go see the king again. And pay more money to take the Akihabara subway.
Hey.
The fake calling card is ready for use. Should we ask Futaba to do the hacking? Contact her. I'm ready whenever. Go ahead. I'll be fine. Leave it to me. Okay, I'm hacking in now.
Any progress with the Phantom Thieves? Calling card? Huh? Ah, there's something written on it. Thanks for your support. Please help those in need. This is a promise to you from the Phantom Thieves. We're going to post a secret message just for you on the game's official website. Oh, is this for real? I mean, you can probably just buy one of these cards at the store. The official Gunabout website? Whoa! The mark of the Phantom Thieves! They hacked the site! Just like they did on Midget's site. Which means you were able to contact the real Phantom Thieves. No way! How'd you do it?
This kid's voice is annoying. Through a secret exchange.
Oh, that's so cool! So they want to remain anonymous. Wow, I can't believe they sent me a message. I wasn't expecting much from you, but you're actually pretty cool. I wish I was able to talk with them or something, though. But you fulfilled your part of the deal.
What if I could
I'll
tell
teach you
you
how to shoot. Once you stop them from moving, you gotta hit their weak point right away. You should be able to inflict a lot of damage to the cheater this way.
This is his advice. Play the game correctly, and then you win. Woo!
Let's get started. Come on, you gotta aim. No, you're just stopping their movement by doing that. No, not like that. Are you taking this seriously? You gotta focus on your second shot.
He's almost like a different person when he gets mad. Yep. Okay.
The king's swearing up a storm today.
Is that swearing?
When he teams up with another player. And why everyone also watches him from a distance.
All right, looks like you kinda got the hang of it. I think you'll be able to beat that cheater now. I have a bad habit of swearing when I get all worked up. Sorry. But I think you have a lot of potential. More than most people. If you want, I can teach you a few other moves too. I have the ultimate trump card. So tell me more about the Phantom Thieves.
There's one right in front of your stupid face. It's a deal. This is a new confidant? Oh, of course, he showed up on the map. Of course he is.
According to the reports, it seems your skill at handling a gun is quite impressive. Either you taught yourself, or you had a capable coach by your side. Where did you learn how to handle a gun?
Oh, he won't be in my party, but that would be hilarious.
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast acquired a new vow. It shall become the wings of rebellion that breaketh thy chains of captivity. With the birth of the tower, Persona, I have obtained the winds of blessing that shall lead to freedom and new power.
The tower persona allows you to knock down an enemy with a special shot once per infiltration.
All right.
That would have been useful against the Anubises, but...
It's earlier than usual today. I gotta go. See you later.
Interacting with Shinya has made my heart grow. I feel like my kindness has increased. Okay, that's good. I needed kindness points. Kind of a win-win for me.
Hey!
I'm so glad I caught you. Hey, we should exchange IDs. It's not like I'm here every day, so... Sure. Cool. Oh, that's right. I should have said call me when it's game time. There, got it. I'll hit you up when I have time to train you in Gunabout.
Bye.
Ah, you're back.
Let me check something. I need to see if I can feed my plant. That gives me kindness points. Morgana's probably going to tell me it's fine. Yeah!
Oh! Yes!
Alright. Hifumi. We need to see Hifumi. Catchy. We're gonna go see Hifumi, but I have a feeling Akechi's not gonna be available for me as a confidant for much longer, so...
Oh.
Gilly-kun. The thing is, something unexpected happened. Can we talk? Good night, Rocket. Good luck with work. Thanks for hanging out. Hang out with her.
Thank you very much.
Please sit down so we can talk.
Actually...
Well, my mother finally talked to me. She told me that most of my matches thus far had been fixed in my favor. She also admitted that she was the one who sold that story to the weekly magazine. I had no idea. I feel so ashamed. However, thinking back, I do recall some of my opponents making poor moves at odd times. I've always wanted people to recognize my shogi skills, but I suppose I never had any. I became so conceited as a result of all those fake victories. Why did my mother confess all of a sudden? It's as if she had a change of heart.
Oh.
A change of heart. The Phantom Thieves? That can't be. Perhaps they eavesdropped on our conversation? Yeah, that's been my kind of understanding of the game. I've never actually looked at shogi. There was one point where I saw a shogi set I could have bought, and I was kind of curious, but just kind of like, nah, I'm not going to buy a shogi set just to satisfy a mild curiosity from Persona. I'm glad her heart changed. Yes. It was painful to hear the truth, but I'm glad that my mother had a change of heart. I've decided. I'm not going to lose. That's fair. What are you talking about? Well, it's not like I couldn't go on Amazon and buy one right now if I wanted to. Oh, sorry. I was referring to the exhibition match. I'm going through with it as planned. However, before that, I'm going to confess everything. I know I'll receive a lot of criticism, but I must ensure the truth is known. This next match will showcase my true talents. I don't know how it's going to go, but I hope you'll watch. As your teacher, I promise to put up a good fight so I don't embarrass myself. You know, now I think about it, it is kind of stupid of me to say. I have never played, ever, a game of tabletop D&D, but I couldn't get my eyes off these really cool dice that I found. So I bought them. I just thought they were really pretty, so I picked them up. I should have bought that shogi set. It's not like it was my only chance, though. Ari and I wind up going to like toy conventions and stuff. We really enjoy like looking at toys and things like that. And before you say anything, no, regular like kid kind of toys. Since the conversation went in a different direction the last time I brought it up. So I don't know. Maybe next time I will.
All right.
I just couldn't help but feel guilty about the idea of spending money on something that I'm never going to play with anybody. I would be lying if I told you that I'm not scared. My kingdom is a house of cards. I'm not sure if it can withstand a true battle. However, I intend to fight with dignity to the very end, as a queen should. There's a new move I'd like to test out for the exhibition.
I look forward to it.
Will you stay for another game? Please come at me with all you have.
I'll start.
That is, if you can get past the valiant knights who guard my Togo kingdom.
Until next time.
It's me. May I have a little bit of your time? See, the biggest problem for me is time commitment. Like, I have a feeling I would really love Dungeons and Dragons. But it kind of takes me back to the old WoW days where it becomes a regular time commitment. And, like, this is kind of the only time I have. This is why I stream during this time. So if I started playing D&D, it would encroach upon stream time, for one. And two, I like having the flexibility that I have right now. If I need to, I can cancel a stream for whatever reason, and it's okay. I'll just catch y'all next time. I don't like canceling streams, but yeah. Anyway, I was just a little curious about your thoughts regarding my decision to reveal my fixed matches, that is. It's certainly admirable. The credit is hardly mine. If anything, you're the reason I was able to come to this decision. Our talks helped me realize I should play with the utmost sincerity. I'm sorry. I only wanted to convey my gratitude for you. I must prepare for my exhibition match, so I'll be going now. I'll see you at the church. And how long are the games? Or rather, how long are the sessions?
Hey.
Oh, we can hang out with Futaba. We probably ought to. Alright, I want to see something. Confidant. Yeah, that's a problem. Chance to instantly hold up enemies when starting a battle? That's awesome. Pay a lot of money to create personas of a higher level. A gun-based all-out attack after a successful ambush. That's good too. Decreases turn delay to 0, allowing you to instantly escape battle. Yeah, I get that. A tabletop RPG. Yeah, I get that. Oh, we didn't max out. We didn't max him out. I need to keep an eye out for that. If I don't max him out, I don't get the 3rd semester. We're gonna go hang out with the kid. Especially since we have the daytime available to us so infrequently.
Oh.
Yeah, sure. Let's play the crane game.
Okay.
Those stupid weak claw arms. I hate them. I got a Phantom Thief strap this time from the capsule toy machine in the back alley. It costs 500 yen each try, so I can only play once in a while. You're here to train, right? Well, are you ready? Study under him.
All right. You bastard!
What the? You made the same mistake last time. What are you doing? Yeah, right? Don't you get it? You can't just shoot all over the place. King's so awesome at that game. Yeah, but he's got such a bad attitude. It's like he's bipolar. I wonder how long that high schooler's going to be able to keep up.
No, not like that.
You haven't gotten better at all. When are you going to learn?
Phew.
It's really late. Thanks to you taking so long to figure it out. Sorry. It's kind of weird hearing that from someone older than me.
Hey.
I've always been good at shooting games, but I absolutely never want to lose a gun about, so I guess I tend to get all heated up about it. It's time for all the elementary school kids to go home. Do you understand, little boy? Shut up. Do I need to call your mom? Fine. I'll leave, all right?
Oh.
What something bothering you? I just don't want to go home. My house is so boring. No one's ever there and there's never anything to do. Adults and high schoolers are so lucky. They get to play all night long. Having that much time helps you get stronger. I wish I could play all day instead of going to school. I'd never lose another game. I need to get really strong, like the Phantom Thieves. Are they strong? Because I got my butt wiped by a Reaper about 30 minutes ago. Are you kidding? They're so strong that nobody can defeat them. I believe in the Phantom Thieves and their strength. I'll let them know.
Thank you.
That'd be great. Thanks. Seriously, though, I can't stop thinking about that employee. He was super annoying, huh? If he says something again, I might just have to use that move on him. The one I taught you, remember? You should use it sometime.
All right.
I actually kind of feel bad for him. Well, it's just a move in the game, so it won't work against actual people. I wish it did. Then I'd be strong in real life. I need to be able to win in real life. I'm gonna head home.
Later.
Yeah, being able to randomly start the round with like an all out is very nice. Oh, hello? Gilly-san? It's me, Shinya Oda. I was bored, so I thought I'd call. I forgot to mention earlier, but you gotta keep practicing even on single player, okay? Everyone sucks at first, but you can get good if you do it every day. I'll work hard. You better. You're supposed to be the adult here. I'm practicing a lot too. I want to get as strong as the Phantom Thieves. Oh, my mom came home. I gotta hang up. Bye! I can't wait to see it. I heard about another breakdown. This time it's a company exec. Oh boy. The innocent is gone down to 15.5.
Ah, you're back.
Still can't help him. Angelic kindness. Yoshida is already maxed out. Sojiro we can't help. Chihaya we can hang out with. And I'm expecting we could do guts by doing the Big Bang Burger again. But let's hang out with Chihaya again. We won't get any stat points out of it, but at least we'll advance the confidant.
Well then. Yes.
Oh, we've got a gift for her. Something that's the latest trend. Well, best gift for every character. Okay. Do we still have the alarm clock? No. Flower basket. The local mascot set. She likes this. Oh, wow.
Thank you.
Yeah. That was not the +3 I thought it would be.
Goodbye.
$14.7.
My.
Good morning, Gilly-kun, Mona-chan. The Phantom Thieves are all over the newspapers and television. We're outlaws now. We're at the point we can send a calling card, but it makes me anxious to sit around and wait. How about you, Gilly-kun? I agree. It makes me antsy too.
Yes.
Ah, so we're the same. Pauses like these make me think about a lot of things, even more so since we can't afford to fail. So we're sending the calling card on the 18th. It's a ways away, but I'd like to spend these days wisely.
Oh, no.
This country's been getting dangerous, and peace has been our only redeeming feature. The Phantom Thieves should target somewhere bigger, more global, not this tiny island country. Like, I don't know, the casino city of Las Vegas or something. It was like a dream when I went there. I might not look like it, but I'm good at card games. The 4 suits of cards all symbolize something. By the way, Mr. Gilly, look at this.
How about you?
Clubs is a club, diamonds is a gem, so what does a spade represent? A spear. No, it's a... How is that a sword?
This is it.
The spade is a sword. Almost looks like one if you squint, right? And the heart is the Holy Grail. The heart was originally drawn as a cup. I have never heard that. They say the suits also represent classes of people. The rulers of the Holy Grail are clergymen. However, there are cards that belong to no class. In other words, they have no suit. Huh?
Nice going.
Homeroom. Kawakami is the homeroom teacher. The only card without a suit is the Joker. Some theories say it originates from the Fool in tarot decks, but no one knows where it really came from. However, both are trump cards that can bring about unexpected effects. How you use them is critical.
Yeah.
Okay. So a spada makes sense. But to us, in English, a spade is a digging tool used in gardens and stuff. It's used for digging up dirt. And the actual tool does look a bit like a spade on the card. So my thought, when she said, where does the spade come from? My thought was going to be a gardening tool. We're seriously in love with Dr. Maruki. Yeah, we need to hang out with him now. If we can, we need to.
Hey.
Because we're just about out of time. Alright, we can hang out with him again. Haru's not available. Yusuke are on. Kid's available. Alright, what's his next ability? No, I get it. And I wouldn't have thought about the Espada route. That's a good point. Warning shot. Able to scare enemies in negotiation to make it easier to obtain a persona. That's not bad either. Oh, this is killing me. I got a Phantom Thief strap this time from the capsule toy machine. Yeah, you told us this.
Hey!
By the way, have you eaten yet, Gilly-san? I'm starving, but the hunger doesn't really bother me when I'm playing. Do you have parents, kid? Let's go eat.
Really?
What? Are you sure? Okay, today's training will be a lecture. If you pay for my meal, I'll let you have the course for free. Okay. I get my meal and you get your training, so we're both happy.
Let's go.
Oh, I think this kid's an orphan or something. Now stop wasting time and take me someplace to eat.
Phew.
I'm stuffed. I gotta eat good because I'm fighting a war. Didn't I tell you? I've been having serious battles with kids at school. They attack me in large numbers, so I can't let my guard down.
Well...
All they did today was throw eraser crumbs into my lunch. Ew. Though, so I won that round. Are they bullying you? It's a war. I'm on the defensive right now, but I'm looking for a chance to counterattack. I could finish them in a second if I could put my mind to it. It's just that now's not the right time.
Aww.
It kind of gets annoying having to watch my back all the time, though. I used to get bullied in school. Not seriously bullied, like I never got punched or anything like that. And I remember one day in chemistry class in high school when I realized that the way to get around it was to just stop reacting. Because it was the reactions that everybody was having so much fun with. That's why they kept poking me, because they liked seeing me flip out. And if I stopped reacting, I would rob them of what they enjoyed out of the experience. And it very quickly stopped. It gets kind of annoying having to watch my back all the time, though. Maybe I can ask the Phantom Thieves to take care of them. Oh. Your food is here, sweetheart. Well, today you lost, so maybe that means you'll just have to try harder next time. Now eat up and feel better. You're not mad? Of course not. You did your best, and that's all that counts. Now, no more crying.
Wrong.
What a joke. Once you lose, it's over. That's what my mom told me. Well, I'm worried because they told me that Maruki would be leaving the school soon. I'm expecting it's going to happen right around the time when Sai's Palace ends, and I still have one more rank up to go with him. So I keep looking for him to show up on the map, and he never does. And I know I don't get the third semester unless I max him out. So I'm starting to get really nervous about it. That's what my mom told me. My mom's fighting with my school about how classes are taught, the way teachers treat students, the size of the class.
Hey!
Since the divorce, my mom's been taking care of me all by herself. At least he's not alone. That's what I was worried about. She says it's exhausting. Okay. She leaves really early to go to work, and then she comes home really late to take care of me. It's no wonder she demands so much from the school, you know. But all my classmates make fun of her and call her a complainer. When I tell them to stop, they call me a mama's boy. That's how the war started. My mom gets made fun of because I'm weak. That's why I gotta get stronger. Whoa! Holy escalation, Batman! You must really love your mom. If you call me a mama's boy, then I'm not going to teach you how to play Gunabout anymore. Oh, before I forget, I need to show you something.
Whatever. Baldy, pass me a sensu bean.
What, do you think I'm just giving these away? Because I'm not.
Maybe this one's pomegranate or old bandage? The last time I thought it was this, it was a Reaper bean. Holy crap, that is a foreign taste. That is not good. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Well, congrats, Fix, and good luck. I wish I could be a member of the Phantom Thieves and help them defeat the bad guys in the world. Oh, it's kind of late. I guess I should go home. Man, this thing won't friggin' rank up. Well, there's nothing wrong with that, as long as it's still good. Oh, thanks for that food earlier. I guess it's also kind of training, technically. We just talked a bunch about me today, but you gotta tell me more about the Phantom Thieves next time. Maybe we can go eat something again while we're at it? Any food requests? Huh? I get to choose? I can't think of something on the spot. Now I think about it, it's been a while since I went out to eat with anyone but my mom. This poor kid just wants a friend. I feel so bad for him. Wow. Okay. Okay, let's go get some hamburger steak next time. It's my favorite food. Come to think of it, Mom hasn't made hamburger steak in a while either. But she seems super busy, so not much I can do, I guess. I appreciate that, Fix. I really do. Wonder if she's coming home late again tonight. Okay, bye, Gilly-san. I'll see you at the arcade.
Ah, you're back.
Yes, the crossword.
Hey!
Localized destructive storm. That would be a tornado. Wait, what are the others? Down, avoid between objects, air, across vein spinner. A vein spinner? Not quite a warning. Huh? Well, I'm still gonna go with tornado. Oh, that's not right? A localized destructive storm. Oh. Interesting. By the way, Fix, you had recommended a specific video I should watch before playing Ragnarok. Which one was that? Thank you. I don't get what not quite a warning is. Dang it. Oh, I wouldn't have thought about this. Here we call them hurricanes, but in the Pacific Ocean they're called typhoons. I wouldn't exactly call a typhoon localized. They're quite large, but okay. Typhoon refers to a tropical cyclone with sustained winds of at least 118 kilometers an hour located within the northwestern Pacific Ocean area. Japan's official tropical cyclone intensity scale features 3 categories for these storms. Typhoons, very strong typhoons, and violent typhoons.
All right.
I see. Nice.
I know I don't need the knowledge points anymore, but I like doing the crosswords. Yeah, I've heard Super Typhoon. Yeah, okay.
Let's do it.
I know we still have the evening available to us, but we're going to call it a night here.